I actually watched I'm not a Letterman guy. I know, even when Dog was here, I watched Johnny Carson as a kid. I never watched anybody after that. So I was not a Letterman fan all these years. I didn't watch him. I did watch Carson when I was a kid. So I didn't watch. I wasn't like Leno or like anybody else. I just didn't watch any of them, to be honest with you. But I did not watch him. But he did have a tremendously, impressive run. And I did watch the show from a historic standpoint. Last night I was watching the news at the end. Last night after the game, I was watching the news. And as the game ended, I just turned on and saw the beginning of it. And I wanted to see the show because, just from a standpoint of television history, the idea of just it being a show that has some historical significance because of the amount of time he was there and the whole thing about it. So I did watch a bunch of the show last night. I didn't watch I know what the whole thing was, and it went a little long and everything else, but it was interesting just to see the whole thing take place and some of the people. I even having Barbara Walters on. I mean, Barbara Walters, man, she's old. I mean, she really looked, listen, everyone gets old. We're all getting old. Barbara Walters had one of the most remarkable careers of all time. Nobody had a more impressive career than Barbara Walters, ever. The lady was amazing. But she's still out there now, man, and she is. I mean, how Barbara Walters has got to be, she's got to be, man, 88, 87? She's out there. 85, okay. Even 85. I mean, geez, she is out there. And she looked a little old last night, Barbara Walters. She really did. And she was out there. I mean, she still delivered her line, so, you give her credit for that. So, but, that was, did you guys watch that show last night? No?
Yeah, I watched some of it.
Yeah, are you guys Letterman guys?
I wanted to see the Foo Fighters.
I wanted to see the Foo Fighters, okay. I mean, you guys are like in between. You're like, he was a little before your time, so you guys might be more someone else, or those shows. I don't know if those shows, it's still very competitive, and those shows are always who's got them and who's the hot person and so that kind of show is always highly competitive. And now you got Colbert going in there, and you have Jimmy Kimmel. And obviously, and the guys who are doing it now, and a new guy who's on late night on Channel 2, I don't know his name, but I saw his face. I'd never seen him before. But, that's a big deal who has those shows. I mean, they still are, even though it's kind of a different world we live in now, and TV has changed so radically. But just the idea of someone doing that long, that it makes you think. It really does. It made me think. It made me think a lot about that stuff. I've been thinking a lot about that lately too. He's a little older than me, so he's got a couple of years. He lasted 33 doing that, but he didn't have to do as many days as I do. So I got more days, 6 days a week a lot of the year, and 5 days a week all year. So I think I might have done more shows over the period of time. Although he was on. He obviously doing on network level, but the point is he was there a long time. 6,000 shows, 6,000. I was trying to figure out last night how many shows that we've done or I've done. I think it's somewhere around if you count the NFL shows, which is about 28 years of 22 shows, that's like 600 and change, and then you figure the 46 weeks, 45 weeks of 5 days a week. So 45 and then times 27. Yeah, probably about 7,000 shows. It's a lot of shows. 7,000 shows. A lot of shows. A lot of afternoons.
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite show? No, I have no idea. Maybe the last one. No, I'm just kidding.
When's that?
I will miss. Yeah, that's a big question. Not, I know now. I'm not telling anybody yet, but I actually know. And I might be sharing that sooner than you think, but I actually know now when it is. So for the first time ever, I know when it is. Dwayne in Union, what's up, Dwayne?
Hey, Mike, just don't make it too soon.
Might be sooner than you think. Go ahead, what's up?
The lineup that's on the fair, that's a big hole.
You know what? That's one thing I learned a long time ago. They can replace anybody, and they will. The wheel never stops moving. You know what? They replaced Johnny Carson, Walter Cronkite, Howard Cosell, everybody. They'll replace me just fine. I don't have any. I have no delusions about that. Anybody is replaceable. Anybody is replaceable. But go ahead. Thank you. What's up?
Good point. On to the Mets, Mike.